Bundt cake recipes. Check out these 4 recipes. Number 1. Sock it to me cake. Ingredients: 15.25 ounce of Duncan Hines Classic Butter Golden Cake Mix. Set 1/4 cup of cake mix to the side. 1/4 cup of sugar, 4 large eggs, 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, 1/4 cup of water, 1 cup of sour cream, 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, 1 cup of pecans finely chopped, 1 cup of powdered sugar, 2 tablespoons of milk. Instructions: preheat oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. In the bowl of your mixer, combine cake mix, set 1/4 cup of the mix to the side, sugar, eggs, oil, water, and sour cream. Using the paddle attachment, mix until all of the ingredients are thoroughly combined, scraping the sides as you go. In a small bowl, combine the remaining 1/4 cup of the cake mix, brown sugar, cinnamon, and pecans. In a greased and floured Bundt pan, pour in half of the cake batter. Sprinkle the cinnamon sugar pecans over the batter, making sure to leave a little space between the inner and outer cake pan and the cinnamon sugar pecan mixture. Gently spoon the remaining cake batter over the cinnamon sugar pecan mixture, making sure to distribute it evenly. Place the Bundt pan in the oven and bake at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 35 to 40 minutes or until a toothpick stuck in the center of the cake comes out clean. Once baked, let the cake cool for 10 minutes, then flip it out of the Bundt pan and cool completely on a wire rack. Place the powdered sugar in a small bowl and add the milk 1 teaspoon at a time until you reach a consistency where it is thick but pourable. This may not require all of the milk. When the cake is cooled completely, drizzle the icing over the top of the cake. Enjoy! Number 2. Louisiana Stranger Cake. Yield 20 pieces. Prep time 5 minutes. Cook time 45 minutes. Total time 50 minutes. Ingredients: 1 box of buttered pecan cake mix, 1 can of caramel coconut pecan frosting, 1 cup of water, half a cup of vegetable oil, 4 large eggs, 1 cup of pecans toasted and chopped. Instructions: mix all of the ingredients together. Yes, add the frosting to the cake batter. Pour in a well-greased Bundt pan. Bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 45 minutes. Depending on your oven, cook until the toothpick comes out clean. Let cool in the cake pan for 5 minutes. Invert in a cooling rack and leave in pan for 5 minutes. Remove the cake from the pan. Cool completely. Dust with powdered sugar to serve, or you can wrap tightly in plastic wrap and freeze until needed. Number 3. German Chocolate Bundt Cake. Yield 1 Bundt cake. Additional time 2 hours. Total time 2 hours. Ingredients: 3 cups of all-purpose flour, half a cup of cocoa powder, half a teaspoon of baking powder, 1 cup of milk, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 2½ sticks of butter, room temperature, 1 1/4 cups, 2½ cups of sugar, 5 eggs. Frosting: 3 tablespoons of butter, 1 cup of evaporated milk, 2 egg yolks, 3/4 of a cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 cup of chopped pecans, 1½ cups of shredded coconut. Instructions: preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Spray a Bundt pan with non-stick cooking spray and lightly dust with cocoa powder. Set aside. Sift the flour, cocoa powder, and baking powder 2 times. Set aside. Add the vanilla extract to the milk and set aside. In a mixing bowl, beat the butter and sugar with an electric mixer until creamy 1 to 2 minutes. Add in half of the eggs and beat again, then the rest of the eggs and beat again. Alternative between adding the flour mixture and the milk, mixing until combined. Pour the batter into the prepared pan and bake for 1 hour and 15 minutes or until a toothpick inserted into the cake comes out clean. Allow the cake to cool for 10 minutes in the pan, then turn the cake onto the plate to continue to cool. Before serving, Spread the frosting on top and on the sides of the Bundt cake. Number 4. Glazed chocolate donut Bundt cake. Prep time 10 minutes. Cook time 40 minutes. Total time 50 minutes. Serving 12 servings. Ingredients for the cake: 1 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 1/2 cups of white sugar, half a cup of brown sugar packed, 1 cup of cocoa powder, Dutch processed is best, 1 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 1/2 teaspoons of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of sea salt, 1 1/4 cups of low-fat buttermilk, half a cup of vegetable oil, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 2 large eggs, and 1 cup of boiling water. For preparing the Bundt pan, 2 to 3 teaspoons of butter or margarine, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. For the glaze, 2 cups of powdered sugar, 6 tablespoons of whole milk, 1/2 or 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Instructions: preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, prepare your Bundt pan by greasing it well with 2 to 3 tablespoons of butter or margarine and flouring it with cocoa powder. Tap over as much of the excess cocoa powder as you can. You only want a very thin layer to coat the inside of the cake pan so it disappears as the cake bakes. After the Bundt pan is greased and floured, measure the flour, white sugar, brown sugar, cocoa powder, baking soda, baking powder, and sea salt into a large mixing bowl. Give the mixture a stir with a wire whisk to combine all of the ingredients. To a separate bowl, add the buttermilk, vegetable oil, eggs, and vanilla, and whisk them together with a fork. Dump the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients and stir them together with a rubber spatula to combine. Set your kettle to boil, and once it's boiled, measure out 1 cup of boiling water. Add the boiling water to the cake batter in a slow stream, whisking as you add it. Continue adding the boiling water and whisking until the boiling water is all combined and the batter is smooth. Pour the batter into the prepared Bundt pan and bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 36 to 40 minutes, or until a toothpick inserted into the cake comes out clean. Let the cake cool almost completely on a wire rack in the Bundt pan. While it cools, you should pull away slightly from the pan, making it easy to remove when it's cooled. Carefully flip the Bundt pan upside down on the top of a wire rack to remove the cake. Add some parchment paper until the wire rack once you've inverted the cake. This will catch the extra glaze you're about to make. In a medium bowl, whisk together the powdered sugar, milk, and the vanilla extract until smooth. Slowly pour over the glaze over the cake, using a pastry brush to make sure every last inch of the cake is covered in the glaze. Let the glaze dry completely before slicing into the cake to achieve that perfect, crispy, sugary crust. Serve the cake as soon as the glaze is dry and enjoy.